Greetings, YouTube. As everyone in the Western world probably knows, Anthony Weiner resigned as a congressman in the United States because of a very stupid move on his part. See, he took a picture of his genitals and sent it unsolicited to at least one woman, possibly more. I'm not sure of how many he may have sent. Now, what he did was unethical, immoral, and illegal. It was harassment. I'm not making any excuses for the act that the that Weiner made whatsoever. Uh, nope, he did a dumb thing, and his political career is pretty much completely and utterly over. Which is sad, because he seems to have been a tenacious fighter for his cause. Well, in response to this, Larry Flynt, the owner of Hustler magazine and a free speech advocate, has stepped forward and offered Mr. Weiner a job, I believe for his internet group. I've always been a fan of Larry Flynt's. I don't read his magazine. I have when I was a kid, but teenager, and but he's just a little tacky and just not my thing. I prefer stuff that's a whole lot more erotic and a whole lot less pornographic. But Larry Flynt as an individual is fascinating. I highly recommend the book Larry Flynt versus Jerry Falwell, which chronicles the legal battle between Mr. Flynt and Mr. Falwell. You see, Larry Flynt put up a rather unflattering comic about Jerry Falwell in one of his magazines, alluding to Falwell's sexual relationships with relatives. Jerry Falwell was upset, got a campaign going against Larry Flynt, which is not shocking. But when doing so, he used the comic from the magazine without permission. He violated the copyright that Larry Flynt held. They went to court. Jerry Falwell lost. Great book, very highly recommended. The interesting fallout of that is that Larry Flynt and Jerry Falwell became friends. Not publicity friends, not feeding off each other's, Hollywood fame, but genuinely and sincere friends. They'd talk. They'd have dinner together. They could be honest with each other. And I love that about Larry Flynt. It wasn't personal with him. It was a free speech issue. He fought it. He won it. He moved on with his life. And Falwell got a relationship with him in the context that it was completely and utterly honest. There was no agendas there. There was nothing plastic. There was nothing Hollywood about it. And Larry Flynt was sincerely sad when Jerry Falwell passed. Now, I was never a fan of Jerry Falwell. In fact, I think he did far more harm to America than any good he ever did. But he was able to make a connection with Larry Flynt in a way that's rare. And Larry Flynt was able to rise above the situation. He did not gloat. He did not rub it in Falwell's face. It was a legal decision. It went in his favor. They all moved on. That earned a lot of respect from me for Larry Flynt. And I'm sure that this job offer to Representative Weiner is sincere. I fully believe that. He's a decent man, and he wants to support a person that for most of his career was doing good work. And because of a really stupid move, his political career is over. So while I will never ever support Larry Flynt's business again, it's just not my thing, I do support Larry Flynt himself. I think that he is a great American, a great man, and someone that is fully and completely worthy of my respect.